Hey guys, and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. My name is Twitchi in the Icarus bot here, and we have just finished building our Dyson Sphere. At this point, ring. I suppose it's not really a Dyson Sphere, but a Dyson ring. But we are moving our way into the future here and running into problems. The big problems that I have with this particular system that we are currently around right now, the SAF, is the fact that we are running out of silicon ore. Oh, it tells me we are actually completely out of silicon ore. I thought we still had 200,000 silicon ore to go, but that's fine. Over here you can see that we have 1 million silicon ore on the go, but man, I feel like we could do with some more of that. Another problem that we've been having is that maybe I should return home for this. The other problem is our plastics issue. We're having a problem where all the light oil, the refined oil that comes from our oil processing and other places is being consumed by our sulfuric acid factory over here. So I think if we could go and find a world with sulfuric acid for oceans, we should be able to relieve this pressure and get everything just on my plastics. And that's what I'm going to do. At the end of last episode, we found ourselves a nice little star system to go to. It's not that one of these nice bright ones that that one right there, that is where we're going. I am ready to go and take over this place, but I'm going to do it in a little bit of a different way from what I normally do. Before we leave, I think we should go and have a look in my sandbox save. I'm going to save this game quick and welcome you to my sandbox world. This world here has been set up entirely for destruction, for going around and taking over this planet. You can see on the North Pole and also on the South Pole, but you can't see that. I have set up a deuterium fusion reaction ring and also a whole bunch, absolute shed loads of missile turrets around here. And you might be like, okay, well that's good, but they can't reach everywhere on the planet, can they? That's why I've also gone and put signal towers down. You can see their radius goes out and touches 3 other signal towers. This should mean that we have overlapping regions of fire. The signal towers can talk to the missile turrets. The missile turrets will pew pew down to them. I'm hoping basically all we do is I turn up, I put down this blueprint, I fix one of the poles, I make one of the poles workable like this, and then we just start walking down south, installing signal towers and power systems, and then that should just automatically take over the dark fog. That's my plan anyway. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to warp over to our newest target, Asellus, Australis. That means it's in the south sky, right? That's what Australis means. But we'll see what is actually waiting for us when we get over there. I understand there is a hive, and I understand that we are going to have to fight. I'm not sure that I brought everything I needed with me to even take down the first. Like, if there is a planetary base on a pole, might provide a little bit of bother for us. But we'll see what's up with that. Hello, welcome. We're here. I don't know where the look. There's a planet over there. It's a planet with many moons. Okay, let's slow right down because there it is. There's the hive. Because I don't know what we have available to us right here. Let's first off turn that off, and then I'm noticing. Yep. Okay. All right. It's one place. Where is our sulfuric acid? That's what I'm here for, and that's what we're going to find out first. It's not this one, that's for sure. Let's view the central star here. This one, sulfuric acid, beautiful. Lava. Okay, so here is where I am going. Let's not burn in the star, and then fly out of here. Woo-wee. That got close. That got close. I have no idea what happens if I fly in a star. I just don't think it's going to be good. Okay, I hear the lava worlds are great for geothermal power. I didn't bring any geothermal power plants with me. Hit the planet, bam! Okay, brilliant. Oh, we're instantly in back. I didn't want to do that. Fly away. Oh, we're going to be in trouble. Okay, so now that we're here, which way's north? Oh, they're coming right at me, and I will just let them deal with them and go sit on a pole somewhere. I think I'm literally right here. Okay, that's kind of awkward. Is the other one less protected? Okay, that's also kind of awkward. What I'd like to do is walk up here. Do you reckon we can turn these guys off for now? I'm a little bit worried that if I get too close, they'll cause me... Oh, look, there's like stuff on the floor already. Okay, beautiful times. Let's put down what might be too big of a blueprint, but I'm willing to use it. We double-click. I've got to remember how that works. And then somewhere here, I've got to find the right orientation. I think this is it. it. Let's give it a go. Let's put it down. It's going to be foundation required. I don't care about that. We're just going to put down what we can. And from what we can put down, we should hopefully very quickly establish dominance on this planet. I'm noticing that it's like, no, we don't have any belts. And like, we do have belts. I can tell you that we definitely do have belts. I have built a signal. It's my first signal tower. That's a little embarrassing. You shouldn't call me out like that, buddy. Like, what is going on? I'm hoping that these are already en route, as we can see here. Okay, that's beautiful. It's telling me that I don't have this power. Okay, that's also good. I have no idea what he's talking about right now. I cannot be bothered to even deal with it. I'm just going to float here and hopefully not have our stuff get blown up until these things arrive. Let's put some warpers in. Do I not have any warpers? Am I totally missing warpers? I need to create some warpers myself. I can do that here though. Items, these ones. Let's just make 10. Let's just make a lot and then we'll pop them in the box as we can. Okay, so the deuterium has arrived and the missiles have arrived. The missiles are complaining about power because we can do this. We can do it. If I pick up some of that and then pick this up, and it's like I'm totally getting problems right now. There we go. That's instantly. This is what we were talking about. Get a little power going, and suddenly everything's going to just work all on its own. Yeah, it's all going to walk on its own. What's he saying here? Building destroy. I don't care. We're not bothered about that right now. I think not only is my crew going to do well here, but oh, I didn't bring any geothermal plants. What an absolute fool. What an absolute fool. I should totally have done that. Okay, I'm going to just carry on walking around here now, and like that should basically be it. We end up walking up and down the road, and that should be cool. I'm really disappointed that I didn't bring geothermal. I might even just run back quick. I think we're safe, right? And it just cost me warpers, so no problem there. Right, we'll find out. This is how we discover these things. Oh look, there's one of my craft coming in, or maybe it's one of their craft coming in, and then we zoom all the way out. Hopefully I'm not going to crash on the planet whilst I'm looking. Of course we want to go the other way. Of course. Why would it be any other direction? Oh, look at that. It's the Saf to Astroth over there. That is beautiful. Beautiful. There goes one of my craft. All about it. No, wrong button. This one. Engine warp start. Let's go. Oh, base core destroy. I'm not even close to it. How did that happen? All right. I'm happy with this. I was trying to figure out if I could make some geotherms on the way, but probably. Oh, I can make one. Up onto the planet, please. Oh, extraterrestrial dark fog is assaulting. That sounds pretty serious for my flight back here. I wonder what that actually means. Buildings are being destroyed. Which planet was it? I think it was this one, but I'm not sure. No, it was the inner one. It was the inner one. Okay, here we go. I don't even know what the extraterrestrial bit means. We'll go find out. Losing some stuff, but I'm all good with that. Oh no, it's going to build stuff here. I don't want to build stuff here. I want to build stuff at the poles. Okay, here we go. This is the wrong pole. This is very much the wrong pole. I didn't want to be here. We're going to carry on traveling until we find the place where we've already been building. Okay, here we go. This is our spot. I wonder what it's going to say is the problem. It looks like this is a thing that we've done before. Okay, that's fine. Things are getting a little hairy here, but I think I'm all in all mostly okay with it. But can we build the stuff? It's like, I don't have a geothermal plant. It's like, you really do have a geothermal plant. How dare you, sir? Okay, do we just start walking down towards the next base? I think that might be the way. We just hope that... there's a signal this signal tower here. And I could probably do with taking... Whoa! Look at everything going on here. I'm not even touching the controller. Okay, this is great. The controller, my keyboard, I know what I'm talking about. Okay, this is interesting. Very interesting. I was hoping this would work as well as this, and oh man, it really has. It really has. Everywhere has got some bad guys coming in for me, but you know what? I think as long as I just keep going around and doing the things that need doing, we should be fine. threats are incoming, but I'm not that bothered. Every direction that a threat is coming from is the direction that I'm just gonna be walking. Where are all my construction drones? Let's do the thing, guys. Let's do the thing. Okay, I'm already 3 bases down. One to this one to that one. Go round. Yeah, I think this is gonna work really, really well. The real trick was to make sure the grid could exist with breaks inside of it, so that when these ore patches inevitably got in my way, we could come around. Is this the sulfuric acid? Honestly, is this all that we're gonna get? I will be so sad if that's the case. Okay, here we go. Let's try and work our way towards the next signal tower there. I've got a feeling there's going to be problems, though. Oh, I love that. That is outrageously good. I should totally be putting down battlefield labs to pick up all these parts, but you know what, at the moment I'm feeling pretty good. That'll be in, you know, if I ever build an extended blueprint for this, we'll put a battlefield analysis lab to pick up the parts. Okay, next question. Where's my next base to take over? This way. I wonder why it is that only belts show up on the through the planets. Why not regular buildings? Okay, I'm going to try and turn this signal tower on and see if that does what we need it to.
Building destroyed.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Let's work our way around. Maybe we can get another signal tower. Of course, at this point, we're firing way over the equator. Now doing the work myself, maybe? Yeah, we're doing the work ourselves, but that's fine, that's fine. Power down. Beautiful. Picking up vast amounts of materials here. This is good. This is really good. Which building was destroyed and how dare you? I am here to make sure that this is not a permanent thing. My buildings can be destroyed momentarily, but never as an entire party kill wipeout, you know? Ooh, this is us fighting. It'd be really nice. Oh, I walked too close to the other. It'd be really nice to get that ring up and running on the other pole there, right? Might be a little too much though. Can we get this one? Brilliant. That's what we're talking about. Let's just wipe everything out. How is my power going? Pretty good. Okay, I think at this point I might just turn off the missiles. I think we probably have enough missiles incoming at this point, and we will head towards the next couple of bases, finish them off, and it'll all be good. Literally one base. Literally one base. What's this guy over here doing? He's taking damage, but that's all fine. Okay, that was a cool one blueprint to rule them all situation. I now need to take everything out. There needs to be a way of using like a blank blueprint to take everything out of the planet. That would be pretty handy. Even if I could just say, hey, all the signal towers, take those down, because I kind of like the idea of the power nodes everywhere. Okay, I believe I've gone through and changed this back to a peaceful economy. I don't see any jammer towers anywhere. We got ourselves some power going up here and the major logistics. Okay, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. We should probably be thinking about how to ship back this sulfuric acid. Look at it, it's tiny. But of course, I've only got 7 water pumps with me. That's smart. I'm a very smart man. Okay, I could build 5 more, but man, of all the things to forget to bring with me. And here we go. Sulfuric acid, remote and local supply. Got all the drones, and hopefully we can just throw some warpers in there. Okay, brilliant. Oh, this will work now at some point, hopefully. We will have to try and arrange everything here to actually make it useful back at our main base, but this is a good start. We're beginning to get the sulfuric acid flowing. Don't know what the ideal way of trying to take advantage of this pool is, because I feel like I could put a strip of foundation down the middle here and put these either side, but I also feel like I could destroy the pool that way. Okay, I'm not going to let a lack of iron and stone hold me back here. So, in fact, I'm going to start a little bit of a mining facility. Do you work? You do not work. Let's put you there like that. And then we can end up with a whole bunch of both of these materials so that we can then make more water pumps here. And hopefully, oh, look at all these materials we are handcrafting. So then we can make it worth hanging around here, popping all these pumps down, and then heading home. I've got around this South Pole here and placed a interstellar logistics next to most of the pools of acid that we've got, fed in all the outputs from all of the water pumps I've managed to put in there. I also took the opportunity to go around and connect this entire place up with planetary shields here. I also then went back home, grabbed myself a whole bunch of planetary shields, 64 of them in fact, more geothermal, and made sure that we should hopefully be able to move on to the next planet, because I feel like we can tidy this entire system up, and I'm going to do it one moon at a time. When I returned to my base, I found out where a load of the sulfuric acid was being used, and made sure to turn the input to that into an interplanetary logistics. Look, it's sending another seed right ahead of me into interstellar logistics, so that it could actually receive all of the goodies that we're trying to send. Okay, is this where we want this? You know what? Listen, we're getting pretty close. I think that might be the meridian there. Let's go and have a look, get close up and see what we can see here.
Insufficient materials.
Okay. Oh, I know. I put it in the logistics slot. What I was going to say is, if I just take out a building here, we should be able to go around and find one of the thicker lines that I'm classing as a prime meridian. Like, is that a thick line? This looks like a thin line. I don't know. This is a thick line. Let's stop here and place the blueprint right here. Okay, it's telling me there's problems. I know there's always going to be problems. That's fine. Some of the problems are to do with the North Pole, though. That might be a little bit more problematic, but we'll see how much these problems do problem. One of the big problems that's actually my problem is the fact that the deuterium reactors are not on board. We got a few here. Hopefully this few will see us through the little invasion that we've got planned here. And let's remember, we will be able to set up some geothermal. I don't even know how geothermal works here. Look at that. We could just put down a geothermal plant right there like that. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. It's beyond kind of cool. That's very cool. That's very cool. Okay, we need to make sure there is power and there is missiles before we go walking anywhere. And for both of those things to exist, we need to make sure the belts are all the way around. And then we grab a bit of this, open this up, dunk you in there. No, okay, you won't do it just with a control click. A lot of things do. Control click has been my button, my go-to hot button. But okay, all right, that looks like we've got what we need. The missiles are here. We've not managed to run out back on the home planet. That's very good. I was a little bit worried about that. I'm also worried about how far it is between these. I'm sure, wow, maybe the magma planet is proving to be a little bit troublesome for this grid layout. Yes, I wonder what we can do about that, other than increase the density of the power towers. But I suppose, you know, this is okay. Has that one only just landed or something? Man, that was quick. That was very, very quick. I was expecting a bit more of a fight than that. Okay, let's see where the next one is. Looking around, he's just disappearing. Over to what I'm going to laughingly call the east. Oh, there's a whole bunch up at the north as well. Okay. Do these? Yeah, these connect. Okay, that's fine. It does feel a little disjointed, but I think we will be fine. There's the next base that I'm going for. I don't like that I'm always in build mode here, because I've constantly been building new towers and stuff. I guess like the logic makes sense, but it's a little bit annoying. Okay, we're gonna move in. We're gonna see what happens. I might even bust out my own fighting drones here, and oh, there go. Oh, look at that. I love that. I love that a lot. This is definitely one of the great new ways of fighting. Oh man, second one got taken out just while I was picking up the spoils of war. Okay, awesome. Okay, a couple of geothermals to cover up the base. There's the other one. It's so hard to see what's going on with that grid there the whole time. Okay, and then we just make our way over here. I'm surprised that this signal tower hasn't triggered them yet, or been triggered enough to send in abuse. I love just watching that happen. So we should probably try and figure out a way of watching the turrets were up, but I don't think we're actually going to be able to do that. Starting to wonder if actually we only needed the power ring around one pole, and then I pick and choose which pole I needed to use when I land. That might have been a better way, because now I'm going to be creeping up on this next ring of missile launchers, which sounds great, but I don't want everything to be sent from the home planet just to fight one place, if you hear what I'm saying. Let's try and take all of these out. I don't need them to get placed, and I'm just going to go around and press all these buttons to stop that happening. Oh no, I'm going to fight if we go in there, though I do know I should be fine. Let's see if we can't get some signal jammer, some jammer towers. No, none of them are jammer towers. They're all signal towers set up to take this place out. Over there is the close signal tower. That's what needed to have been built, but I managed to do it myself. So, okay. All good if you ask me. Okay, I did neglect to put a few of these geothermal generators down on the way around, but I think that's it. I think we're done. I think we got them all. Okay, I thought the grid was going to be too compromised, but no, it all worked out beautifully. Okay, secure in the assertion that I've taken over this planet, I'm going around and taking down the signal towers, because I don't need them anymore. They were here for the original assault, but now I need to replace them with a more defensive structure. If I want this place to stay mine, we need to go defenses, and I need to put out some planetary shield generators. Finding the equator, which I believe is just this line here. Let's try and find where an equator and a prime meridian cross. Is this one? Yeah, right here. We're going to pop this guy right here, and then the shield generators. You don't need that many. You only need a couple. So I'm going to take this and place a total of 4 around the equator on the 4 quarter lines that we've got here. Let's go and find them. So one back there. Oh, I might also do these power lines whilst I'm traveling. Okay, we got another one here that we need to rip a power line down for, but thankfully, because I've spaced them out well, the power passes round, and I can just use a couple of Tesla towers, literally just for aesthetics, to put one either side, and then that's another shield generator charging. Okay, because of the weird way I've connected everything up, the one I'm stood next to was the first one that got powered, well, that got placed, but I've only just connected the entire network up. You can see the significant holes are around, but that's okay, we're doing well. And the good thing about placing 4 in the cardinal directions here is they are going to eventually touch. You can see this one hasn't even got up to full strength yet, and this should allow them to, come on, let's do it live for me. This will be amazing. When they touch here, I then really only need to put like one here, maybe one down below, and then try and figure out where the gaps are from there. And there won't be many, let me tell you, there will not be many. Okay, we've got a little triangle here. I suppose it would be rude not to make use of it. Thankfully, the shield generators that are 100% are either side of me here and should allow us to fill in this gap. Now, really, I probably should have gone back here, but that's fine. There's a little bit of slop in the number that we can put down, and you don't have to be super exact. In fact, let's try it on the other pole. This is the equivalent of the triangle that I placed down there. So let's try placing it here and seeing what the difference is. I've got a feeling it's not going to be like a massive difference, but it'll be big enough. Oh, it won't let me place it down. I'll place it right there. It'll be big enough for us to see, compare, decide which one's better. Oops, forgot to put the Tesla towers down for the first one of the two. That's unfortunate. I was kind of hoping it would be full by now. But if we have a look at the other side, these are the rings around the equator, and this guy, nice and high up. Perfect. I could probably just get away with putting another one over there. Yeah, let's try it. I was thinking that I'd end up doing sort of Mickey Mouse ears, doing thirds, but this looks like it might work, so I will give it a go. Let's put this here and give it a Tesla tower so that we don't forget. Okay, beautiful. Click the button and see what the other side is doing. Probably not much because I've barely moved. Okay, this is the one that's just powered up, and yeah, I feel like we could have got away with going much higher up. Yeah, up here somewhere, maybe even on the pole. That would have been pushing it. I think we would have seen ourselves with some gaps, but this is fine. Do I go remove that and move it to the pole? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Light pole.
Okay, this is the one. Let's be brutal. Bam. Bye. You are... No, you're not sat on the pole. Is that the pole? Is this the pole? It could well be. Not quite, and I don't think it would be too hard to put it down. Okay, over the, what turns out to actually be South Pole, the pole with the power on it, looks like we may have made a mistake. They maybe won't end up closing these. Are these entirely stationary now? Not entirely. You can see that this one is moving quite a bit, but I don't think it's going to close up entirely. Does look like there's a perfect spot to place the shield generator, though. Is it the same over here? It is the same over here. Triangle marks the spot. I was about to say, I am holding out a little bit of hope, but the moment I thought to say that, the ring stopped moving. So, yeah, we need to go and place those. How about this one? It's powering up. We'll have to find out once we place those other two. With the help of some guides, triangle marks the spot. We'll just pop this one. I mean, that feels... It's close enough to the middle. I was going to say that feels like the middle, and then immediately managed to completely misclick. It's only a couple of squares off. And then we need to go and see on the other side. Just click one of these on the way past, and we get to go and find out where the gap is. That's how I found it last time. I thought I'd be able to just like fly over with Dead Reckoning. Didn't work out very well for me at all. Let's put you again right there. Seems pretty good. And one of those. Bam. All right, those are definitely going to close. I don't think we need to come back and check those, but I am very interested right now on what the pole is doing up here. Are you actually going to fill up the entire spot, or are we going to have 4 little holes that are going to be very annoying? I think we're going to have 4 little holes that are very annoying. This is not the way to do it. I think I'm going to start by offsetting my pole shield here and going over to here. Yeah, why not here? This will close up at least one of those holes. If I do it smart, I might be able to close up both. Let's just offset around the planet a little bit. I was going to put it there. Let's put it here instead and see if that does what I'm hoping is a smart thing to do. So the southern hemisphere is completely sealed off now. That's nice, and we'll see what's happening up here. Okay, the shield is going up, making me once again feel like we could have been maybe 1 ring closer to the pole. Let's try and place one here, and that might even be it, actually. Okay, pretty good. That one's definitely going to close. This one's probably going to close. It's just been half hour of recording, so I'm going to call that a total takeover and claiming in about half hour with the appropriate blueprints. If I had the blueprints already sorted for these shield generators, I could have taken over much quicker. Probably could have been done in 20 minutes. But before we can move on, go on, disappear. Before we can move on to another planet, that's this one entirely taken over. Brilliant, that was the last bit. I need to head home and get some mini fusion plants because it turns out that's what I ran out of. Do we reckon that one's Lasaf? That is Lasaf. Look at that, beautiful. You can steer the warp if you're crazy enough. I don't know if I'm going to try and hit a planet at some point. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but I will actually try. In fact, the when will be from this point forwards. My vote is we're just going to go right through it. I don't think we're going to hit it. I think we're just going to phase through it and carry on in the other direction. Wait, where's my factories? Here we go, mini deuterium plants. I'll take like 100 and something. Okay, just headed for it now. I don't... Ooh.
Engine deactivated.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Warp engine deactivated. That is an appropriate outcome. I'm fine with that. Could have been more fun. Could have been more fun, but I'll take like some sort of gravitational interference or something like that. Or we're close to the gas giant. Let's speed up and get past that before we get caught in its gravitational pull. Last planet here. I've not made any changes to any of the blueprints, particularly not added any shield generators yet. That is something that I would like to do. I'll probably do it in between, boom, this one and the next one. Where's the north part? I bet they're way up there, aren't they? There's only 2 of them. You know what? I just don't feel like it's worth putting all the stuff down. Does put a whole bunch of stuff down on the floor for me, and I think that's probably a good idea. Things like, I need to land, things like the generators here and the power cables and all of that. Whatever we are in the way of, that's fine. Let's get all this done up here first before we go and do anything else in particular. Yeah, the interstellar logistics is a big one that needs to be done. Being called from elsewhere, that's cool. You know what, I don't think we need that many, and particularly with the missiles, maybe we don't need that many. In fact, it doesn't look like we've got that many. Oh, I wonder if my other planets are drinking us dry here. I've just realized that's probably the case. Local system, please, if you don't mind, you. And let's just have a look at all of these. Like this guy here, you've already been told no more, but you, look, you're way over. Let's drag you right down here. I mean, like 100 will probably be fine, even though I know there isn't a vessel that can do that. Does that now mean some are coming this way? Probably not. It's going to take a while to make 1,000 missiles. Let's turn this one into remote supply and see if some come heading on over. Beautiful. Missile turrets was something I was supposed to top up on. Oh. That's unfortunate. Oh well, quick trip back. Okay, I've returned. My construction drones are taking a little while to catch up. Pressing this button is quite trippy, but I won't be doing that much more. We have arrived to drop off all of the armaments here and, like, mostly just put down a power grid. Let's be honest about this. This is mostly just to put down a power grid so that when we want to take advantage of this place and its kimberlite, oh yes please, then it's quite easy to do so. Of course, I'm always staring at this afterwards, being like, why don't we have any power? But of course, this power needs to be moved into there. Again, I guess I just like walk over this way. It feels a little unfair, to be honest, but we'll get this done. We'll get this whole place taken care of. Yeah, core destroyed. Let's do it. I'm not really in any danger right here, so I'm just going to carry on walking in the direction that I think is most profitable, and that is, of course, towards any bases that are here. The next thing I need to do, of course, is to go around and remove all of the signal towers from this setup that we've got here. Am I being too much? Am I being too much? I think I just did okay. Also, nice little achievement there, collecting 1 million soil piles from the dark fog. I'll take that, thanks. Oh, look at the awesome blue power of that star over there. That is something amazing. I really need to find a better way of getting rid of these signal towers. Walking around and clicking each one, I mean, it's already taking me longer to do that than it did to actually come and invade the planet. So, yeah, if anybody knows any systems out there, please do let me know, because I could really do with them. The other one that I'm trying to work on, so okay, this is the assault and the takeover, but how do I now take advantage of all the silicon and all of the different materials on this planet with a single blueprint? Can that even be done? I feel like I'd actually need to go around with a small blueprint of like 4 of these advanced miners, sort of in a radially symmetric pattern. Maybe I need to come up with a better way of doing that, but put them all around so they're all overlapping in just a way, and then I could come along with the blueprint and just see how we need to use that particular layout. Yeah, that might be the way. That might be the way. I'll have to come up with a better way of tessellating all of these next to each other, though. Like, what, one this way, one that way, one that way, and one that way, all overlapping a bit. We might get a bit spicy on the picture. And I'm just not that kind of spicy, you know? And I think that marks 3 moons in about an hour and a half. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think we could make a couple of improvements to the blueprint. We could definitely pre-install the planetary shields. Oh, look, there's the kimberlite. Kimberlite, a beautiful mineral found on Earth, you know. Comes up from deep underneath the mantle and carries a bunch of diamonds with it. To be fair, I think almost everything in this game is based on, like, real stuff, if you will. Like, deuterium exists, strange matter we think exists. There's at least a strange quark that you could theoretically slam together to make strange matter. We know antimatter exists. Yeah, I mean, most things here have an equivalent. The warpers, no, mate. The graviton lenses, not yet. I mean, I secretly think that maybe one day we'll learn to refract gravity waves, but we don't know how yet. Sorry, go waffling. Let's go have a look at that blueprint. So I spent half an hour or so going around on this sandbox save and adding the planetary shield generators here to get full coverage. That should mean that we're ready to go. I've saved a new one, attack and defend. Let's go back to our tube save and wonder what it is we're going to be missing for the next one. Like a whole bunch of wireless towers and, of course, the missile turrets. We know we're out of missile turrets. Okay, coming in on the last planet here. Have they only got one? Again, kind of doesn't feel like it, but I've got a brand new blueprint that I want to test out. So, oh, look at this. This even has a frozen pole up here. Blueprints, attack and defend. This hive, I'm a little bit disappointed in it, if I'm to be honest with you. I'm a little bit disappointed into it. I thought it would put up a bit more of a fight than it has. I've put all of these in there. Okay, let's just make sure that we've got everything that I think we're going to need. We definitely need one of these up and running. And with that up, you can see that I've got smaller numbers being called for here. Only 1,000 missiles, 5,000 deuterium. For some reason, still no warpers going automatically into it. That's somewhat unfortunate. Do I have any deuterium on me here? I do not. I've got to wait for the delivery again. Might as well take out the signal towers as I'm going, as there's only one base. Thankfully, they don't need to talk to each other. Well, I don't believe they have to talk to each other. I think the only thing that has to happen is that there is a signal tower next to the thing that I'm trying to attack. We'll find out. We'll find out when we get there. The good thing is we're already now building a shield. Okay, that's pretty cool. That is very cool. Much better than where we were before. Okay, so there's the base. So let's leave a few of these signal towers standing and see what
Base core destroyed.
happens here. Well, that's what happens there. That was pretty cool. I guess this kind of counts as a farm, right? We just need to leave the signal towers up and put some battlefield analysis labs to pick up all the goods, and then that'd be pretty self-sustaining as long as I can keep the missiles flowing. That's a big claim, but I think I probably can. And last one down. Stop the clock at like 12 minutes. That is amazing. What a takeover. Even though you can't see, I've got all of the shield generators down. We're just waiting for these ones to charge up. Look, even that side it is done now. Oh, that's beautiful. That was so smooth, so quick. This blueprint is definitely the way to come and take over planets. Wowee, absolute takeover. That just leaves one more job, and I don't think I can do this one with blueprints, unfortunately. We need to find the star. Are you the star? You are the star, and there is our hive. That's what we're going to go and see if we can take down. I feel like this should be relatively easy, but this one might, I mean, it's a level 3 hive. I don't know whether that is a high level hive or not. I've got an entire hangar full of fighters here that should be able to take stuff down. Corvettes. Have I got any more corvettes in here? I've got 2 stacks of corvettes and some destroyers, and of course I've got myself, so this should go relatively well. 680. I'll see it closer. Ooh, 330 units have just popped onto my radar down there. I am going to win this fight, but I might need to go back home and pick up more units every now and then. We'll see how that goes. Still 3 AU to go. It's just the number popped up. It made me go, whew. If anybody does know a way of using blueprints to take these guys down, let me know. I think that would be cool. But buildings to take down the Hive are definitely something that is missing. I would appreciate that as a method. Maybe I slowed down a little bit too much here, but I'm a little bit worried about these. Look, there's a chunkier type of unit there that I am not used to. So we'll see how this goes. They're angry at me, but they're not coming. Let's slow right down. Fly. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Do I have to be scared, or are we just okay at this? I have turned away a little bit, but it looks like that doesn't matter. We're just getting swamped. I don't know which way they are traveling. The Hive, that is. I'm not sure which direction, but we seem to be doing okay. There are craft leaving me to go back, but at the moment it's not like a absolute torrent of new troops going out. Let's swing back here. Seem to be doing okay. I wish there was like pew pew. I know that's not how space works, but I wish there was pew pew. Well, look at that. Just killed my first 1,000 space units of the Dark Fog, and there we go. That pretty much was the combat. We're just going to take down the base itself now. This is definitely much more of a destroyer time than a... I wonder if I can change... Let's slow right down here. Change the composition of my fleet on the go. No, unable to retrieve flyers in action. Okay, that's unfortunate. I'd like to change out for like almost entirely defenders at this point. They're not called defenders, what are they? They're called destroyers at this point, as opposed to the corvettes. And I don't know what counts as a laser turret here, so I'm going to go see what's going on. My actual energy is pretty low. Let's have a look. I'm still full. I don't know why we're eating proliferator. Maybe proliferator was the better choice. Look at how fast. Okay, let's do that. How fast we're losing energy. Oh no. A little bit worried about that, but I think we should be fine. Surely the craft that we've got can go through and take out what is here. And as we build up some more energy, more crew, more corvettes and destroyers can be released. I will slowly swing my way around there so I can be some help, but I don't want to be, in the way of their main cannons. I think that might be a bit awkward. These last moments always drag out just a little bit. So far, so good, though. It's been a while since we've launched another vessel. Did we run out? Or no, it doesn't look like we've run out, though. That said, a lot of the corvettes seem to be missing. I'm fine with that as long as those destroyers are doing fine, right? That's the winning tactic there, I should hope. I do every now and then see a new infantry get spawned in, a new craft of theirs get spawned in, but I think they get taken care of pretty quickly. Okay, this was a little bit more troublesome than I thought it was going to be. What with the lack of the lack of energy halfway through, but we did it. We definitely managed it this time. Just got a little bit of a tidy up to do. I'm surprised there's still things being launched at this point, but I guess that is the way. Why is Unit C just not redeploying? Let's have a look in here. Let's do some clicks and see if any of that... I'm literally out of corvettes. They've taken them straight out of my inventory. I've got nothing else. There's a few destroyers. Can I press 3? Okay, that's pressing 3. I'm surprised they're not all on, to be fair, but okay. Let's go and catch up with this thing and see if we can't just wipe it out. What is this down here? Oh, that's the core that got blown up, right? I do believe so. Look, new guys being spawned underneath. Let's see if we can't go and take this guy out. That said, I'm a little bit worried that we're gonna run into laser defenses. Okay, I'm bad at aiming, it turns out. I'm bad at aiming. How is my health after that quick pass through? We could have done worse. We could have done worse, that is for sure. Where's my crews? Go, 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 guys. Go, go, go. End up just fighting it on my... Why are they all closing down? Energy. Can I get one crew on the go? That would be handy. Let's fly away. Let's fly away. And so I fly towards. What is this? Why can't I turn? Oh, because I'm out of energy. I see what's going on here, and what is the problem? I should probably... Oh, slow down. So I can cruise and pick up power, pick up energy. Okay, I've found this button here changes what type of layout we have. Let's go for these ones, one taking over the hive, and then we'll have a fleet back there. I'm gonna let these guys loose. Maybe these three loose if I can deal with the energy losses there. Yeah, look, actually, this is a problem. The energy is being eaten quicker than I can put it back on. I wonder if one unit is enough to take down what we see in front of us here. I'm moving pretty slow myself. I think that should be fine. Look at the way we've like turned around relative to everything else. Or is that just them flying away? Wow, it's up to level 7 just in the time we've been fighting it. I wonder if the fact that I was fighting changed it at all. Okay, well, we're close enough for my destroyers to go and do the business now. Hopefully, without eating too much of my energy. Okay, this does indeed seem to be working out much, much better. Just a few moments, and I'm sure we'll see it. I do prefer when everything focuses fire, but we'll just have to make do with whatever the AI decides is the best attack pattern. There might be a way of changing that. I just don't know what it is. Okay, look at that. Beautiful. Love that. That should be all of it now. Amazing. Yeah, here come the crew back. Okay, one of the final things to do before I decide to leave the system. Let's fully land here. It's a gas giant, so it should be hydrogen and deuterium. Maybe we'll find some deuterium, maybe we won't. Down here somewhere, did I store any planetary logistics? That's a shame. I was kind of hoping I had some... I call them gas pumps. I don't know what they're actually called. Let's go check the box. Orbital collectors. I was hoping we'd have some orbital collectors on us, but no. I don't need another source of hydrogen anyway. I'm fine with that. Back on the home world, we can see, as well as developing a brutal colonization strategy, we've managed to actually make it so that the sulfuric acid is being provided from elsewhere, and the plastic lines here are now full of refined oil because of it. The sulfuric acid here hopefully never being needed again. In fact, I'm going to turn this to remote demand and local supply. But I think with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys next time, where we're going to work on white science. I think it's time. We're a few steps away from the very quote-unquote end of the game, and we should start working towards that. Get the Dirac inversion mechanism, start getting matter from light and a little bit of antimatter, use that to power the wonderful empire and all other great things that lay down at the end of the Ultra Tech. But I will see you then, when we're going to do that. Bye.